Hello, this is a comparison video of the Audi Q8 and the Audi SQ5. We'll start in the rear. Quad exhaust right there, whereas on the Q8 it's dual exhaust, a bit wider, but at the end of the day both systems have the exhaust coming from underneath. As far as cargo capabilities, the Q8 is slightly wider and a bit longer as well, but height-wise is going to be very comparable. You'll notice that in the SQ5. What's nice is on both vehicles, these are 40-20-40 folding seats. So if you want, you can fold down the middle row and still not impede the comfort of the second row. Stepping around to the vehicle, it is keyless entry for both, so as soon as you put your hand inside, it'll unlock. Now these are electronic locks, whereas on the Q5 it's mechanical. So what that means is when you actually go around and pull it, there's a slight delay. It's not noticeable, it doesn't impede with your day-to-day activities, but that is the main difference between the two. But my favorite thing about the Q8 is frameless windows. It's always nice to see on SUVs. As far as seating comfort goes, when I sit inside of the Q8, it genuinely feels like I'm sitting inside the front row. Whereas in the SQ5, you do notice a slight difference, but it is still manageable. I'm 6 feet tall for reference. And in the Q8, they're very comfortable there. And I have a couple inches of headroom as well. Folding down the second row. Now stepping into the SQ5, I like the cross-stitching pattern they have there. But even in here, still very comfortable and similar headroom. I find in the SQ5, you're sitting more upright, whereas in the Q8, you're sitting a bit more reclined and relaxed, even though both vehicles can shown on here, even though both vehicles can actually adjust the backrest. I just find this thigh support here feels a bit longer, a bit more reclined compared to there. But that is the amount of room with that seat folded down. Looking at the rear of the vehicles, these turn signals will light up, will go across. But on the Q8, which I absolutely love, when the vehicle's on and the lights are on, there's a light that goes all the way across there. There's just a bit more attention to detail in the Q8, even in the headlights, or pardon me, the tail lights. And one more time, the comparison in the second row. You can really see just how much more room there is in the Q8, just because it is a longer vehicle. That being said, let's compare the interiors. Look how big that door is. Power adjustable seating with lumbar support. There's a power adjustable steering wheel. and power mirrors. What's nice about the memories is it not only saves your driver's seat, it also saves whatever you have on the steering and your mirror adjustments. On the actual steering wheel, you have different view modes. So by using that, you can switch between there or have it further out. These two arrows there adjust whether you want to see your vehicle information, driver's assistance, if you want to see your radio, your phone hookup, even your navigation. This is my favorite setup right here. Then you have your cruise control, your adaptive cruise control right there, and your lane departure warning. So it'll actually come up right there. Another main difference between the two, and you'll see that in the SQ5, is the infotainment, the MMI system is built into the dash, whereas on the Q5 it's further up on here. What's nice is this is capacitive touch, so it does work with even with gloves on, regardless of which finger you use. Right here, heated and cooled seats with 3 different adjustments. And that's for the driver and the passenger. If you want to turn off the screens, especially at night, you can press that just for the top screen. Or if you hold down, it works for both. You hold down again to turn it back on. This is your home where you can either hook up your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, even go to navigation, or you have the sub menu on the left side. So radio, music, your phone, and your navigation. And that is the large panoramic sunroof. And that is the frameless window one more time. Now stepping into the SQ5. I find getting into the SQ5 is slightly easier. I'm not sure if it's because of the seating position. But again, power adjustable seating with memory seating that also saves your mirror adjustment. But the main difference between the two, you'll see the MMI system is built up there, and you have individual HVAC systems. Heated seats for both the driver and the passenger. This is your drive select mode, which you also have on the Q8. Just depends on what you're used to and what you want to have in the future. You still get heated steering wheel on both. You get very similar virtual cockpits. Being in the SQ5, I immediately feel it's more nimble. It feels like a smaller vehicle, but it all depends on what you're used to. Now that's something I'm noticing is the SQ5, it doesn't work with gloves on, whereas the Q8 does. Let's take this for a short drive just around the lot, and then we'll take the Q8 for a short drive as well. and we can compare the backup cameras.